Hello, my name's Abby and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through a Pilates workout for spring equinox. So this workout is designed to celebrate the arrival of spring and new beginnings. So all the exercises that we do are here to promote a sense of energy within the body and a readiness to spring into action. You don't need any equipment for this practice other than your mat, or you may just want a block or a cushion just nearby for any ab work we may do down on the mat. So if you want to get some music on, create a nice little atmosphere, have some water nearby for when you need it, and then we shall begin. So we're going to start with your feet together. You're going to take your heels apart and then your toes apart. So you are finding your natural hip distance apart. Keeping your knees nice and soft so they're not bent nor are they locked in their joints. It's that neutral positioning for you. Coming in to find some pelvic tilt, so you can either take your hands to the hips or one hand to your front, one hand to your low back. And you're going to start by just gently sending the hips back as far as they can go, and then gently squeeze the bottom and push the hips forwards. And you're just going to continue until you gently come to a nice neutral stop. Just making each movement a little bit smaller as you do. Once you're there, your hips and pelvis will be nice and neutral to your spine. From here, you can think about gently lifting your pelvic floor nice and light to around 20%. Think about the engagement through the core, a light draw of the belly button towards the spine around 20%, and gently drawing in through the sides of the waist. From here, take a shoulder or lift your shoulders high to your ears, squeeze the shoulder blades back and slide them down into the pockets. Think about creating the length in your spine. And this is your standing upright posture. From here, just take a moment, just gently close your eyes down. You're going to take a nice deep cleansing inhale. And exhale, release. Beautiful. In your own time, you can open your eyes. Take an inhale as you lift your shoulders high to your ears. Exhale as you round them back and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round back and down. Just getting a little bit of movement starting through the body. Still allowing yourself to check in with your core and pelvic floor, making sure that they are both switched on and working nice and lightly in the background. Beautiful. Taking one more. Settle those shoulders back and down. From here, you're going to take an inhale, open the chest wide. Exhale as you round and gently tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. So you can start to add in a little bit of a bigger flexion and extension of the spine if you wish. Just moving in a way that feels right for you and your body. Brilliant work. Taking one more round. And then as you lift up, you're going to gently bring the hands together in a prayer position. Fingertips gently resting underneath the chin. This allows the head and the body to move as one. From here, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to gently rotate. Keep the hips facing forwards. And then inhale as you bring it back through to center. Exhale, you gently rotate. Allow your gaze to follow. Hips stay facing forwards. Inhale to center. So you're just going to continue working with your breath. Pairing it with your movement, still checking in with your core and pelvic floor. Brilliant. Taking one more on each side in your own time. Fantastic. And then gently bring it back through to center. Relax the arms. From here, we're going to find some squats to warm up through the lower body. So your feet can stay hip distance apart. If you prefer a slightly wider stance, you're going to heel toe the feet out so you're more shoulder width. Your toes can stay facing forwards, or you can take them out on a slight angle. Whichever variation we do, we want to make sure the knees track out and they don't buckle in towards each other through either the downward or the upward phase. Option 1, take the hands to the hips. Option 2, hands back into a prayer position. But this time you're gently pressing the hands together, keeping the elbows lifted to engage through the upper back. From here, in your own time, core pelvic floor is switched on. You take your inhale as you lower, exhale as you push. Inhale, lower, exhale, push. So you're just beginning to warm up the major muscles in the legs, the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings. Just going to a depth that's comfortable for you. Fantastic work. As you begin to warm, you may notice you're able to get that a little bit lower. Fantastic work. You're going to take 2 more in your own time. And then on this last one, you're going to stay down, hold, keep a nice steady rhythm of breath. In through the nose and gently out through the mouth. You're keeping the chest up, core pelvic floor is engaged. Fantastic work. Can you sink a little bit lower? Start to generate that energy and heat within the legs. Fantastic work. You're going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep pressing the knees out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale and exhale, push all the way up. Brilliant work. And give the hips a little release. Fantastic work. From here, you're going to gently bring the feet back, hip distance apart. Shoulders are back and down. Again, you've got your length in your spine. Coming in to find a little bit of balance work. So if you do want to move slightly close to a wall or something you can hold on to, if you feel you need to, then by all means do. From here, you're going to gently shift your weight over towards your right leg and you're going to pick up your left heel. Now this may be enough. Core pelvic floor stays switched on. If you want a little bit extra, you're going to exhale, lift and hold. So keep your eye gaze steady on something still out in front of you. Think about gently squeezing the glutes, the bottom, to help stabilize through those hips. Brilliant work. And then if you want to add a little bit extra, you're going to extend your arms high to the sky. Keep a nice steady breath in through your nose and gently out through your mouth. Fantastic work. Think about that positive energy from the earth coming up into you as we come into spring. Fantastic work. You're going to stay here for 10, 9, 8. Brilliant work. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. Exhale, release with control. Brilliant work. Take a little moment, give the hips a little release, and then we'll take it to the final side. So keep a nice softness in that left leg. Gently shift the weight over to the left, pick up the right heel. Again, this may be enough. Core pelvic floor switched on. If you want to add the extra, you're going to exhale, lift and hold. Wherever you are, you're keeping a nice steady rhythm of breath. In through your nose, gently out through your mouth. Keep your eye gaze steady or something still out in front of you. Think about gently squeezing the bottom to stabilize through those hips. Brilliant work. Once again, if you want to add extra, you're going to extend up high to the sky. Brilliant work. Core pelvic floor stays strong. We're staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. Exhale, release with control. Brilliant work. Take a nice little hip release. And then from here, you're going to take it to the back of your mat. Just going to re-straighten my mat. I've just noticed it's a little bit wonky. Right, so from here, we're going to take a roll down to the mat. Now, if you find that this doesn't work for you and your body, please, by all means, transition down to a mat in a way that works for you. And we're all going to just gently meet in a child's pose. So, if you're going to transition down, by all means, make your own way down in your own time. If you're going to take the roll down, we want to make sure we've got our nice standing posture, shoulders are back and down, core pelvic floor slightly engaged. In your own time, you're going to take an inhale and tuck the chin and round the shoulders. Exhale, the arms hang and the head leads. You go to wherever your body will naturally allow. Once your hands can't go any further, start to gently bend into the knees and slowly walk yourself out along the mat, coming through a plank. And then from here, you can gently lower to your knees, big toes together, knees as wide apart as you would like. Send your hips back and walk the hands forwards as you melt down just to find a child's pose. Just taking a nice little release here. Just maybe gently swaying the body from side to side if you wish. Brilliant. And then from here, you're going to take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to ripple all the way onto your fronts. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. Forearms nice and flat to the mat as you find a back extension. Opening up through the chest. If you want to go a little bit extra, you can gently lower the chest, bring the hands down underneath the shoulders, tuck the elbows in and gently push all the way up. Keep a softness in the elbows. And again, you're shining your chest up towards the sky and just gently pushing those hip bones towards the mat. Take a nice inhale here. And as you exhale, wherever you are, gently lower all the way down. And you're going to push up to find an all-fours position. Hands are coming underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. From here, we're going to take a slight tuck under the pelvis, core pelvic floor is strong, and then we're going to find a plank position. So you've got a couple of options here. Your first option is to stay in this box position if you feel that this is enough and challenging your core. If you want to go a little bit extra, you're all going to stride back to find a full plank. Your option is to stay here, or you can drop to the knees and then gently tuck the hips under and lengthen the spine as you find a three-quarter position. So you do the option that feels right for you and your body. So whether that's the box position, the three-quarter position, or up on the toes. If you find it's too much on the hands, you can also drop down into a forearm plank so the elbows are underneath the shoulders. So again, you do what feels right for you and your body, and we're just going to hold. Keep a steady breath. You've got that nice light engagement of the core and pelvic floor. Think about that nice abdominal brace. It's keeping you here. You're gently pushing the hands away from the floor. Engaging through those shoulders. Gently squeezing the glutes to engage through those hips. Keeping them nice and still. We're going to stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take an inhale and exhale, lower with control and find a child's pose. Beautiful work. Just take a little moment to steady the breath. Fantastic. From here, you're going to take an inhale and exhale. Start to walk the hands towards the knees. Restack the spine, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up. Shoulder at the top. Your head's the last to lift. Beautiful. From here, sorry, just need to readjust my mat. We're going to take the legs out in front. So you're going to think about sit up nice and tall in your sit bones. Your heels are nicely grounded into the mat. You can also keep your feet flat on the floor if you wish. From here, we're all going to take a slight lean back. So you can keep the hands behind the backs of the legs, or you can extend the arms out in front. From here, you're going to gently tuck the chin, tuck the hips under. You're going to gently take a lean back to around halfway So something that you can maintain and hold. Those ribs slide towards the hips. Your first option, if you've got the hands behind the backs of the legs, you're going to exhale, open one arm out to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. If you've got your arms up, you do exactly the same. Exhale as you open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. So you're just going to work to what feels right for you and your body. If you find it gets a little bit too much, by all means reset. If you feel anything in your low back, please stop and pause as well. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, why not take it a little bit further back? Keeping that nice deep core connection. Brilliant work. And then for this final little bit, if you want to add a little bit extra on, you're going to take it to the double arm open and close. So again, you exhale as you open, inhale as you close. We're going to stay with this for 10, 9, 8, 7, brilliant work, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take your final movement and then gently release all the way down onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. Brilliant work. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, extend the legs, extend the arms overhead. Find a nice full body stretch. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, gently bring the arms over. And we're going to bring the feet flat to the mat. We're coming into our final working exercise, into a glute bridge hold. The option will be to bring the arms in. So from here, you're going to think about our setup position. So we want to make sure that the ankles are underneath the knees are in line with the hips. From here, you can gently keep the arms down, so you're creating the space between the ears and the shoulders. And then once we're all lifted, we can add in the arms. So in your own time, you're going to think about gently tucking the hips under, squeeze the bottom, and you're going to peel your spine away from the mat, lifting your hips up as high as you can. From here, you're going to hold and generate that energy through those hips and through the lower body. Think about your core and pelvic floor still switched on, engaged. From here, if you want to add a little bit extra on, you're going to extend your arms up to the sky. From here, you're going to take an inhale as you begin to open the arms out. Exhale as you close in together. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. Fantastic work, trying to keep those hips up as high as you can. Keep squeezing the bottom. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you press to close. We're going to stay with this for 10, 9, keep those hips up, 8, 7, keep squeezing the bottom for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, take your inhale, reach the arms up tall, and then exhale, slowly lower your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Keep squeezing the bottom as you lower all the way down. And once your hips reach the bottom, you can gently untuck and bring the arms down by your side. Brilliant work. Gently draw the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Fantastic work. From here, take an inhale. And then exhale, gently bring the feet back to the mat. You can either drop the knees over to one side to gently bring you up towards a seated position, or you can gently rock yourself all the way up. From here, you're going to extend the legs out long, toes gently pointed up to the sky, sitting up nice and tall on your sit bones. From here, you're going to take a nice deep inhale as you reach up tall. Exhale, you're going to reach as far forward as you can. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. And then gently fold over the legs. And you're just going to hold here, just taking a moment. If you find this is too much on your hamstrings, please invite a little bit of a gentle bend into your knees just to keep those hamstrings happy. Again, if anything feels too intense, just gently ease out of the stretch. We want to make sure that although we're getting a nice lengthening, it doesn't feel too much for the body. You'll know if it does, and you can just gently ease yourself out. And just beginning to steady the breath. Just coming back to your natural rhythm. In through your nose and gently out through your mouth. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, gently walk the hands in towards the body and restack your spine all the way up. Taking a nice shoulder at the top. Your head's the last to lift. And you can either keep your legs out in front of you, or you may decide to take it to a more comfortable cross-legged position if you wish. From here, you're going to take a nice inhale as you reach up tall. Exhale, you're going to twist to your left side, taking your left arm gently behind to find a twist. Think about creating the length in your spine, sitting up nice and tall. Twists are a brilliant way to create energy within the body and to energize, which is why I included quite a few today. Same for the heart openers as well. So that's why there was a lot of openings through the chest. Brilliant. Take an inhale as you then reach up tall, and exhale, take it to the other side. Keeping a nice steady breath in through your nose and gently out through your mouth. Fantastic. Take your next inhale as you reach up tall, and exhale, gently bring the hands to rest on the knees. Take a shoulder or lift your shoulders high to your ears, squeeze them back and slide them down into the pockets. And just take a little moment, close your eyes down. And just notice how your body, how is your mind feeling now compared to at the start. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more energized. And you've got those nice feel-good endorphins flying around you as we're ready for the spring and everything that's to come. Just take a nice few deep breaths, just allowing yourself to stay in this moment before you carry on the rest of your day. And then we'll finish the practice with a nice deep breath. So your option is to bring the arms in. Take a nice deep inhale, option, take the arms wide and high. Fill the lungs down to the belly. Exhale, release and let everything go. And gently open your eyes. Fantastic work. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope it's giving you a little bit of energy to take you through the rest of your day, and as we enter spring, have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for joining me today.